Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome back. Excuse me to all of you. And apologies in advance because today is going to be another day where I am suffering from this cold. I am very congested despite being on multiple medications. There's not much I can do about it. It's going to be a while probably till I get over this cold. In particular, I know because Kat had it before me, and she's still suffering from it. She's still sneezing and blowing her nose and doing stuff, and she had it, a good probably 5 days before I even caught it. So, being that I've had this since, what was it, Tuesday? It's pretty annoying that, I'm still going to be suffering some symptoms probably for another week or two, but it is what it is. All right. So I'm back. Yesterday was my day off. The good news is yesterday I got a lot done. I had a lot of stuff to do. Like I told you guys, it was a big day where I had doctor appointments and a haircut, and I had to buy the ingredients to make a batch of Italian homemade sauce and all this stuff I had to do. And it was a very busy day. I was out from like 10 in the morning until like almost 9 at night. So I was tired as hell by the time I got home. And my nose literally would not stop fucking running. Like, it was non-stop, like a faucet running all day long. So I went through 2 different packs of travel tissues during the day. But I got through it. Regardless of the fact that it was an annoying day with the cold, it was still a very good day. It was a fun day. And now I'm back. Today I'm back for 5 straight days of streaming. What's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Yeah, 5 straight days of streaming. FYI, my next day off will be Thursday of this coming week again. So we're back to having Thursdays the day off again, I know. So 5 straight days of full days of streaming, double streaming days. Okay? I am planning on a variety of content. I am, very interested in what's coming up this week. We're going to have a couple things probably conclude, and we're going to have some chill streaming stuff. We're also going to have a new game this week, okay? And so on this pre-stream, I'm going to address all of that schedule-wise. I'm also going to tell you about, my plans for the rest of the month, because we do have some other stuff coming up, as well as, a game that people have wanted me to play that I keep telling people I can't really afford right now, which is why I haven't played it. But we'll get all to that, okay? We'll get to all of that stuff, all right? So first of all, welcome back, everybody. Today is Saturday, May 18th, 2019. How's it going? I hope you guys had a good day off on Friday. I don't know what you were up to, but hopefully I hope that you had a good time, whether you were off to your own devices, maybe you watched some stuff over on DSPGaming on YouTube to keep yourself occupied, whatever it may have been. I hope you had a good one, okay? Hopefully you weren't dying of a cold. But I'm not dying. I'm just over-exaggerating. It's annoying. For me, the most annoying part of a cold is the sore throat phase. Because when I have a sore throat, I can't stream. I can't talk, so I can't stream, right? All this other stuff with the friggin' runny nose and everything, the congestion I have right now, I can deal with it because I can talk through it. It may be a little annoying or a little gross, but at least I can still stream. But the sore throat ended, a few days ago, which is great. So I'm just happy to be able to be back and be able to stream with you guys, okay? So, let us talk about what we're doing. Today, we are continuing on with the Rage 2 playthrough. 3rd day of me playing Rage 2. So after today, it'll have been 12 hours. Which is hilarious because I already saw people online saying the game's only 10 hours long. Well, I'm certainly not necessarily taking my time with the game. Like, you see me, I'm not doing every side mission, and I am trying to follow along the story while earning enough credits doing stuff out in this wasteland to earn upgrades and earn enough experience to do the next story mission, and I'm already 8 hours in, so we'll see how far I am after today. But it seems to me like the people who are claiming the game is 10 hours long are basically assholes. I hate to say that, but they basically rushed through the game and probably only tried to do the story missions and didn't care about any of the other content of the game, which is pretty much put there to enjoy. So if you're not there to play the game to enjoy it, but instead you're there to rush through it to say that the game's too short, you're probably doing it wrong. And, not that I'm saying that you should ignore the fact that you can beat a game story in a certain amount of time, But to say that, oh, the game's 10 hours long, well, no, it's not. The game maybe is 10 hours long if you rush through it purposely to make the game look bad, and you ignore all the other stuff that was put into the game. You know, this game, Rage 2, is meant to be a game that you enjoy the first-person shooter combat. You're actively and organically just trying to complete objectives to get new upgrades and make the game more fun to play. If you ignore all that and you just rush through story-based missions, you missed, you know, essentially half the game. Now, at the same time, I don't believe that there's certain games that they should pad them with side content. And I think what Rage 2 has done is made it so that if you really just don't want to do the side content at all, you could get through the game. And that's good. For those who just don't want to do it, fine. The game may be 10 hours long. But for those of you who actually want to enjoy the game developers made instead of rushing through it, it probably is going to be a lot longer than that, okay? So, you know, I just hate to say it, but it seems to me in this day and age, there just seem to be assholes who are out there just to make a name for themselves. Oh, Rage 2 is only 10 hours long, the game sucks. Oh, let me get clickbait views on my shit, right? Versus, oh, I actually took my time to try to immerse myself in the game and understand what it's supposed to be. And, you know, I wanted to try out all the different side mission structures and everything, and I gave it a chance. And, oh, look, the game's like 16 to 20 hours long, and I actually had fun. But they don't care about that. They're not playing the games to have fun. They're playing the games to make a living, right? And that's the difference, is I'm going to play this game at its own pace, okay, and try to enjoy it and see what happens. Now, admittedly, if today, you know, I feel like it is getting repetitive or boring, then I'm going to tell you. You guys know that. You guys know that I'm honest. I'm not going to hold back or pull punches about a game. But I really do feel that at least some of the stuff that I saw, the initial press coverage of this game, the reviews that came out, were unfair to the game. That these people were not in the business of playing the game to enjoy it and trying to fairly review it, but instead to rush through it for a deadline and say, oh, this game's so too short. Okay? So, we'll see. We'll continue on and we'll see how it goes, okay? So 4 more hours of Rage 2 today. I'm excited for it. I had a lot of fun playing it, you know, 2 days ago. With the stuff that we unlocked, you know. We actually haven't even gone to the 3rd story-based town yet. And apparently when I go there, I'm going to have all these upgrade items to give to someone to get, like, even more upgrades and abilities. So that should be pretty interesting, okay? Excuse me. Okay, Podagra Go just insulted me and said that me claiming I'm playing games for fun is ridiculous, so you can get the fuck out. I don't know what the hell you're even talking about, but you can enjoy your ban. Alright. Okay, so later tonight, I'm going to be playing MLB The Show 19 on my late chill stream. And you might be saying, well, why? If you're looking in the order of games that I've been playing for the rotation, it looks like tonight should have been Phoenix Wright. Well, the bottom line is, guys, when I'm sick, there's no way I can do Phoenix Wright. Because, number one, I can't do the voices. Like, right now, I'm so congested and everything, I wouldn't be able to do the voices. And number two, right now, I can tell you, I've got to the phase of my cold where I have chest congestion. And it's making me, you know, have to cough. There's no way I could do all that narration tonight. I'd be coughing constantly. All right? So, Phoenix Wright is basically on hold until this cold blows over. And I hate to say it, but essentially it may be a week. We'll have to see how I feel. You know, if the congestion goes away and I'm not coughing or even having, you know, any tickle in my throat within a few days, then I'll bring it back easily. I'm okay with that. I want to play it. I like it. I'm in the middle of Case 3. It's kind of interesting. But sadly, there's just no way. There's just no way that I would be able to do it in having a cold like this. All right? So we'll see, but tonight, MLB, that'll be more chill fun. You know, as you know, MLB, pretty much the most laid-back stream that I do, because all I'm doing is swinging at baseballs and interacting with you guys for 2 hours. I did this earlier this week. It was a really great stream, so hopefully we have another good time tonight, okay? Tomorrow, I'm going to be switching back to Days Gone, and tomorrow I'm going to be attempting to finish Days Gone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I figure, hey, you know, I'm near the end of the game, and now I've delayed it, you know, almost a week because I've been playing Rage. So let's try to finish up Days Gone tomorrow. Let's see if I can actually beat the game tomorrow, okay? We'll see. If I don't, no big deal. I'm in no rush, but I would like to see if, you know, making an honest attempt to see if I can beat it tomorrow, okay? So that's going to be tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, I think I'm going to be doing Mortal Kombat 11, which I haven't played now in quite some time. I'll do like a nighttime stream of just some multiplayer of it, I think. You know, maybe an hour and a half of multiplayer, 2 hours of multiplayer, and then maybe go to the crypt for a few minutes, unlock some more stuff. We'll see. But again, more than likely, I'll be focusing on Sub-Zero and Garrus, because last time I played, I learned a lot just playing with them, and I had a lot of fun. I actually got a lot of wins, and I was, you know, learning more about the game because I was actually playing worthwhile characters this time around, unlike all the other characters that I've been playing with that were kind of low tier and kind of sucked. So, I'll probably be doing another Mortal Kombat 11 stream tomorrow night. Okay? Then on Monday, probably more Rage 2. Probably going to see how far I get. If the game is really only 10 to 15 hours long, then potentially, if what people are saying is true, I'll beat it Monday. I guess we'll see. Okay? And then on Monday night, I'd like to leave it open because the thing is, you know, if I'm up to it, I could do Phoenix Wright. If I'm not up to it, then, you know, maybe I'll do a stream of Minecraft. You know, it all depends on how I'm feeling Monday night with this cold and how, you know, how it progresses. Okay? Then on Tuesday, it's a new release. It's Team Sonic Racing. All right? I'll be checking it out. It's the first time playing a kart racing game in a really long time. I couldn't even tell you the last time I played a kart racing game. I mean, wasn't it Mario Kart 8, which was insanely long ago? That was on a Wii U release, right? So, holy shit, it's been so long. It'll be fun to finally play and enjoy, you know, a game like that that's so different from everything else, right? So, that's going to be Tuesday. And again, what I'm planning on doing this week is attempting to finish up Days Gone and Rage 2. Okay, depending on how long they are. And outside of that, you know, chill stuff at nights, and every once in a while maybe mixing in Mortal Kombat, because I'm not done with Mortal Kombat. Like, I know some people are like, you're really not playing it that much anymore. You're right, I'm now wrapped up in other games and stuff. So Mortal Kombat, I'm not done with it. It's something I want to balance with everything else, because I do still like the game. But I can't play it as much as I was doing when there were no other new releases. You see what I mean? Okay, so that's going to be this week coming up. Now, the one thing I have not mentioned is A Plague Tale, which is a game that came out this week the same day as Rage 2, a game that by all accounts people who've actually played it are like it, even though it seems to be a stealth puzzle game. They're saying it's a really creepy atmosphere, great story, and it's a good game for, you know, especially games that really didn't get a lot of coverage from the mainstream. Most people don't even know about this game. So, I didn't play it for a couple reasons. The first being, I definitely wanted to play Rage 2 over it. That's just number one. I love id Software games. And number two, because as I've told you guys recently, I don't have a lot of money. I'm strapped for cash. The funds that you guys have been helping me with tips go straight to bills. And potentially for the next couple of months, I'm going to be in this really bad position because I'm trying to get caught up on everything going on and stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff, which I'm not going to get into. But basically, I just don't have a lot of funds. Now, the last couple of months, I took some chances on games that you guys were interested in seeing me play that I wasn't necessarily sold on. But basically, you convinced me to try. I mean, I'm talking games like Jump Force and World War Z, that sadly did not turn out very well at all. In fact, they were just duds, right? And so, I just, you know, I can't just be dropping $40 on a game like this, out of nowhere. It wasn't in the schedule. It wasn't something I was planning on playing, all right? But now here's the thing. There's a couple things to talk about. Number one, the end of this month is very slow. In fact, after Team Sonic Racing, the only other major thing I have planned for this month, sorry, my controller fell. The only other major thing I have planned for this month is Ask the King, which is going to be the last Thursday of the month. If I don't have that off. If I have that off, then it'll be the last Wednesday or the last Friday of the month. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm basically going to see what happens here during the end of the month. You know, if I'm playing these games and they're taking their time, like for example, Days Gone, I may beat in one session, I may be two, I don't know. Rage, I may beat in 1 to 2 more sessions, I don't know. Team Sonic Racing, how much content will it have and how long of a playthrough will I do of it? I don't know. These are all things I can't answer right now because essentially I don't know enough about the games. Plus, Mortal Kombat 11, as I told you guys, I do want to keep covering it, even though I do realize most of the hype for the game is dead. I'm enjoying playing it, and I want to kind of keep it into the schedule, okay? So, the truth of the matter is that I am interested in a Plague Tale, but it wasn't in the schedule, and I just don't really have funds for it right now, okay? But let's see how this week goes. Let's see these ongoing playthroughs, how they go. If I end up wrapping up a couple of them, and if this week goes well with, what I raise on streams and the like, and I can afford it, then maybe I would consider getting a Plague Tale, maybe, and balancing that, say, with Team Sonic Racing and some Mortal Kombat, and, of course, chill stream stuff for the end of this month as a good way to round out the end of the month, okay? So let's see. Let's see together what exactly this all entails and go from there. I'm not going to promise you that I'm playing a Plague Tale, but I am interested in it. I was interested in it. I saw the trailer for it before it came out, and I was like, I have no idea what this game is, but the trailer looked pretty creepy and interesting. But again, I'm not in a situation where I can just buy every game. This is what people sadly don't. They still haven't made this separation. So I'm gonna call it out again here. So hopefully you guys understand. All right. Back in the day, when I was a full-time YouTuber, all right, and I was making money hand over fist on ad revenue on YouTube, because these were the days of milk and honey on YouTube. Every video you put out would make a ridiculous amount of money because they had so much ads to go around, right? I was known as the guy who would buy every game and play every game. It didn't matter if it was a huge AAA release or a small release. I would buy them all and play them all. And by the way, I would rush through them to beat them. Because I was the guy that I guess that was my niche, right? The guy who would play the game on release day, beat it really quickly, and have a full playthrough up on YouTube almost right away. And I could afford to do that. That was a different time. That was a different era. All right, I can't do that anymore. I'm now in a situation where I'm very bad off financially behind the scenes, and it's your contributions that are barely allowing me to make ends meet as it is. And I just can't drop money on a game out of nowhere that I hadn't planned on playing if I don't budget it in for the month, or I'm not planning on doing it. I just don't have the cash to do it. And like I said, last month I made an exception with World War Z. People were like, "Oh, you should check out this game because it's kind of dead." And I said, okay, I'll bite the bullet. You guys want me to play it? And I played it. It was a horrible game. I beat it in 2 sessions, and it was a complete waste of time and money. I can't do that all the time anymore, man. I can't. That was kind of the one game. If I hadn't bought World War Z, I would have had money for this game. And now I don't, So it is what it is. It is what it is. And I just don't, at this point, I wish this could be the Phil of 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'm not, and this is the new reality that people need to understand, is that I'm not that guy anymore. I can't, I'm not in that position to be doing that. I wish I was. So, oh, Phil, just drop everything and play this game. Okay, well, if you donate the game, right, if someone donated a Plague Tale, they either sent me the digital code for the game, right, or they sent me PSN credits. You get a code to put in PSN credit, and you can buy it with the PSN credit. Or if they send me enough money to not only cover the game, but also the tax on that, because there's the thing that people don't realize. Oh, I'm just going to send you $30 to buy the game. That's great, but when you send me funds like that, I have to pay taxes on it. A third of what you send me has to be paid in taxes. So even though you're sending me $30 and I can get the game now, essentially, you really only sent me $20. You see? And this is why I keep telling people, don't just send me a tip and then tie it to, you must spend this tip on what I'm tying this to because I demand it. No, that's not how it works. Okay, it's not. If you actually want to send me a monetary donation tied to something, you have to talk with me ahead of time, and we'll work out the details, and I'll agree to it or not. All right? So, in this regard, if you are interested in me playing a Plague Tale for the end of this month and you want to donate it, great. But please don't throw these kind of demands on me. I wish I could. Listen, I feel bad. Back in the day, I used to be able to just buy whatever I wanted. I can't do that anymore. All right, I just can't. I hate it. I hate that I can't, but I wish I could. All right. Code Castile, you have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I'm talking about income tax. I'm not talking about sales tax. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. He really has no idea. Okay. All right, so please, if you guys are interested in a Plague Tale and you really want to see it, if you donate it, great. If not, please be patient. Let's see how this week goes with everything else. And like I said, by the end of the week, maybe we can make a determination on if I could maybe get it for the end of the month and play it balanced with everything else, all right, and go from there, okay? Fair enough? You know, it all depends on how things go. It really does. It depends on how this week goes, so. Yes, I pay income tax on every donation. That is correct. That's how it works. And well, let me put it this way. I pay income tax on every piece of monetary income that I get. Every single tip I receive, I have to pay income tax on. Because they're tips. They're tippable content, tippable income. That's how it works. Okay? All right. So, it's now time to head to the plug segment. After that, we'll do a little bit of shout-outs for those who've contributed. And then we will get started with Rage 2. Okay, everybody? In fact, what I'm going to do now, turn on my air conditioner on low because it's already over 80 degrees in my office. Which sucks. I mean, obviously I don't want it to be 80 degrees in my office, but it gets this hot now, so. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you guys very much for all of your support. You know, 11 years I've been a content creator. And, you know, I was a YouTuber up until 2017, and then I changed up to be a full-time streamer since then. And for the last 2.5 years, you know, I've been reliant on your crowdfunding contributions to keep stuff going. Once, you know, YouTube's ad apocalypse happened and the whole ad revenue bottom fell out from the site and the business, and it became impossible to make a living doing that anymore, you guys made it possible to let me keep doing what I love for a living, so thank you for that. So if you love these daily live streams that I do and you love the on-demand videos on YouTube, there are many ways that you can contribute and help me continue to afford to do it, all right? The first is Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. All right? Check it out. Anything you contribute, you earn personal perks for it. It's good stuff. All right? Number 2, you can check out my Teespring at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. There, I sell a variety of merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, stickers, mugs, etc. Great quality stuff, and, you know, helps me out, but you get a cool collectible. But in particular, if you're here on the live stream today, and you want to contribute and get a live shout-out, you absolutely can. If you either cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I will give you a live shout-out during the stream. Now, just a couple quick ground rules. Keep in mind, this is my own stream. It's subjective what I say on it. I have to abide by Twitch's terms of service, and also, I try to keep a certain chill vibe to the stream. I'm not going to be bringing up drama from outside of the stream. I'm not going to be bringing up religion and politics, insults against myself or others, detractor memes from other streamers, etc. I basically just try to keep it going and keep it fun, lighthearted, but also, you know, enjoying while having a good time. The bottom line is you're here to enjoy yourself and have a good, relaxing time while you watch me play a game, right? So that's the bottom line. A few things about contributing. First of all, as you can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen. So I will update that with top cheerer and top tipper periodically, so you get extra recognition if you are indeed the top cheerer or top tipper of the stream, okay? Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, if you subscribe to the channel right now, you are helping out with the monthly sub goal. The sub goal is 500 subs. Twice this month we were close to hitting it. At once we were at 497 subs, but we still didn't hit it, guys. So, you know, we've still got about a week and a half left to hit this goal. I'm pretty confident we can do it. We just got to get people to resub, because we had over 500 subs when we started, right? What do you get for being a subscriber of the channel? You get access to over 30 emotes, including the most recent DSP Frog emote. All right? You also don't have to watch advertisements when I run them. And you get a cool chat crown to show how long you've been a supporter. All right? All kinds of fun stuff. Very nice. Now, what is the sub goal for the month? If we hit 500 subs this month, I'm going to be doing a special retrospective throwback event where we'll be doing a marathon of me going back and watching old stuff from my 11-year history as a content creator. We've done this in the past and watched stuff such as playthroughs, game reviews, series like DSP Tries It and Cooking with the King, vlogging, travel vlogs, Project 7, among many other things. People really like this series, and I love doing it, and I want to do it again. In fact, when we were so close to hitting it, I was actually starting to plan it out to maybe do it at the end of this month, but then we didn't hit it, okay? So you guys need to subscribe if you want to see this happen. I want to do this event. I think it would be an amazing event, but we have to hit the sub goal. You guys have to be motivated to sub, right? So please consider subbing. Like I said, there's about, what, like 13 days left this month or something like that? So there's definitely time to be able to hit it, but you got to subscribe, okay? So that's just throwing that out there, all right, guys? Now, right now, if you really support me, you really want to see me continue to be able to stream, you really want to see everything going, going well, and you want to help me out the most right now, the best way you can contribute is by tipping me. Tipping me gives me funds immediately that I can use to pay bills. And no exaggeration, I need funds to pay bills because this month I did not get paid as much as usual because I did not stream for a whole week in April when I was visiting my parents in Connecticut. And sadly, I need to make up for that. All right? I'm very nervous because coming up, I have many bills that are going to be coming up the next few weeks into, early June. And so all tips that you guys are giving me are going to go towards that effort. All right? So please consider tipping me if at all you can. I'm not looking to give towards in the mouth. If you want to contribute via other means, I'm very happy about that too, and they all help. But right now, tipping me is the best way to contribute, okay? There's 2 ways to tip. All right? The first is to look below the stream, and below the stream you will see a button that says tips jar. All right? If you click on that, you will go straight to my PayPal tips page. If you do not see that button, you can type !tip into the stream chat. That will also bring up a command that will take you to my PayPal tips page. A couple things. All right, about that. Number 1, you can tip anonymously. All right, you can. You don't have to be known to tip because a lot of people are worried. Oh, when I contribute to a streamer, maybe I'm going to get trolled by people, right? Well, if you tip anonymously, you can't be. Because no one will have your information at all. You can say whatever you want. You can be any name you want. No one will know that it's you. Okay? Number 2, you don't need a PayPal account to tip me. That's a misconception. You can either use a debit or credit card. You don't need a PayPal account. I know people, oh, it's a hassle to tip. No, it's not actually. It's just as easy as anything else. Okay? So please consider tipping. If at all you can, I appreciate that. All right? Hold on one second because I need to sneeze. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, man, I sneezed and I blew my nose. God damn it. Okay. So, yes, thank you to anyone who contributes today. It's all appreciated, but tipping helps me the most, so please consider it. Okay, guys? All right. Let's get to shout-outs. The segment where I give you credit if you contribute. All right. Here we go here. Hold on a second here. So, first of all, credit to those who contributed while I was not here during my day off. We had a few people. We actually started off with Poopster, who cheers. I hope you're having a good night. Really enjoying your Rage playthrough on demand. Thank you, Poopster. Yes, I am enjoying Rage, and I did have a good day yesterday, despite my nose never stopping running. Mr. Probavera cheered last night. He said, too bad today would have been a good stream of Minecraft, because today is 10 years since its release. To celebrate a special release of the oldest version was completely rebuilt to be playable in a browser that allows for sharing with others to join. Yes, that is correct. Minecraft hit a decade yesterday. Pretty crazy. When you think about it, the game's been around for 10 years, and I actually gave it props on Twitter. I gave props to Notch, and I gave props to the original dev team and to the game. It is a cultural phenomenon. I'm a very different person than I was 10 years ago when I basically hated on the game and said that it didn't deserve any attention. Now that I've played it significantly, I understand what it is and why it got so popular. Even though I really don't agree it should have been as popular as it was. I mean, it went insanely popular there, viral popularity. But I definitely respect it. And I respect those who made it. It really did open up it opened up the possibilities of an indie game being taken seriously. For a long time there, indie games, they existed, but it was like, oh man, indie games can't really break to the mainstream. Indie games don't have the budget, they don't have the promotion, they don't have the popularity. And Minecraft defied all of that and became this big cultural phenomenon, and it should be celebrated for what it is. Even though at this point, 10 years old, most people say it's old, it's played out, don't care about it anymore. You know, very different from what I used to say. When I said, oh, if you play Minecraft, you're an idiot, you know, because I didn't understand it. I was a stupid moron back then. I would talk out of my butthole constantly about stuff like that. And I don't do that anymore because I feel I've matured and I don't want to insult people who don't deserve to be insulted just for trying out a game, okay? All right. So, yes, Mr. Papavera, thank you for the cheer. Okay. Golden Colts did a bunch of cheers over the course of the last day. That's all I'm going to say. He did a lot of them, so thank you very much, Golden Colts. Real Azeria resubbed for 26 months, and Abigail Rayfinger did an 80-bit cheer, all right? Now, earlier today, Infinite 55 also did a 500-bit cheer, and that is much appreciated, all right? So now we're actually going to get to people who contributed during today's stream. The first person was actually an anonymous cheerer who did a 95-bit anonymous cheer, so we're going to get them up on the leaderboard. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Knows Nobody resubbed for 9 months. Thank you very much, Knows Nobody. I appreciate that. He said, what's up? He said Happy Saturday in the DSP Was Up emote. Thank you for that. I Want Frog a Profit cheered and said, awesome treats. When do you plan on restreaming Pro Jared's content now that you're his detractor? I don't, because I'm not his detractor. And I actually can do productive, fun stuff because I have talent. And people like watching me do productive, fun stuff of my own rather than just hating on others. So I am going to do that. As I've told you guys, there's a very big difference between every once in a while shooting off a tweet versus actually what I do for a living. And I separate the two, and I'm not going to be doing that because I actually have talent. So there you go. Godzilla tipped me $10. That says, happy weekend, Phil. Thank you very much to Godzilla. The first tip of the day, $10. Let me get it up on the leaderboard. Go, go, Godzilla. Woo! Blue Oyster Cult. Great band. I gotta sneeze again, guys. Hold on, I gotta mute the mic. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm back again, guys. Sorry. This is going to keep happening all day today, just to forewarn all of you. This cold, man. I keep sneezing, and then, of course, I have to blow my nose afterwards, so. Okay. Continuing on. Thank you very much, Godzilla, for that $10 tip. Minori01 tipped me $7. Thank you, Minori, for the $7 tip. I appreciate that. That gets us up to $17 in tips so far today. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, and thank you. And thank you again. Golden Colts did an 89-bit cheer. He says, people are saying there may have been cut content or content set aside for DLC in the game. Apparently there's an entire town to the south of the map as big as the other 3 big ones that never gets used for anything in the game. Really? See, I wouldn't know that. I haven't gone south. I haven't gone further south than the original the original place that you start, which I forget what it's called, Vinewood or whatever, Vineland. I never went further south than that. I didn't even know you could. So, I mean, that's interesting. Certainly not the first time that's ever happened. In fact, when Fallout 4 came out, apparently people found this entire underwater city that's in a dome that was never used. Apparently people were thinking, oh, it's going to be DLC, or it's going to be, you know, a hidden quest line. It was never used. Apparently it was unfinished content that was never actually used in the game. So I'm not surprised to hear this, especially in an open world game. But that is a shame if it like never gets utilized. It is what it is, I guess, right? Alright, Rimlogger cheered. He says, what happened to your old channel with the old vlogs, the King Hate HD? That channel sadly had some issues with YouTube that are inexplicable. Okay? And what I mean by that is, I can't really tell you what happened because it's not clear. But at one point, YouTube apparently wanted me to agree to some new user agreement that I didn't because it was an old channel that I never logged into. So they basically just made it so people can't see those videos anymore. However, if you go back to my last few retrospective events, okay, the ones that I did in the last few months and the ones that I want to do again if we hit the sub goal this month, we watched the vast majority of videos on that channel. Like the original DSP Tries It, the original Cooking with the Kings. We went through them all. So that's a good opportunity, you know, if you want to go back and watch those and you can't see them. We already watched them together. And you can watch my commentary on those videos, which is worth $1 million from what people have said. They love that I'm basically self-aware, and I go back and I watch these ridiculously bad videos that I made, 10 years ago. Me trying to cook a sandwich and, frying bacon without washing my hands after touching the raw bacon, dropping shit on the floor and then putting it back on the sandwich. Oh, I'm gonna put some condiments on here, and I go to squirt the ketchup, it explodes all over my countertop, big mess. So, yeah, they're pretty funny videos. All right, so give it a look, and it's pretty funny. All right, those are all available on DSPGaming on YouTube right now on demand. Whenever you want to give them a look. Millennium cheered and said you should make the 500 sub reward a month of no begging. First of all, this is a crowd-funded effort stream. Everyone else on the internet who streams does very similar stuff, unless they have so many viewers they don't need to. Which, by the way, I should bring this up. Back in the day when I was so popular on YouTube, I didn't accept any kind of contributions. That's because I was making so much money on ad revenue, right? But I had to change my formula. I had to change it to do this because YouTube couldn't support anymore. Just couldn't support anyone, really, who didn't have a ginormous channel. So you can call it whatever you want. You can try to be negative and say, oh, it's begging, and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. All I know is I get to do what I love for a living, and I enjoy doing it, and thousands of people do, or else I wouldn't still be here. So that's your opinion, and you're free to call whatever you want. Go right ahead. I'll be enjoying myself here on a stream every day. Okay? And Golden Nobles did 190-bit cheer and said, have you heard that Ric Flair passed? No, he did not. Sounds to me like Golden Nobles like you got fooled. What ended up happening was a bunch of drama nonsense based on complete misinformation, and I can tell you exactly what happened because I followed it. Basically, Ric Flair had to go to the hospital to have a procedure done. Now, apparently, this was a procedure that he was planning on having done before he had some major travel arrangements scheduled. So he goes to do it, and apparently, someone within the drama, TMZ-style community of journalism got wind of this and completely fucking lied and fabricated a story that he was rushed to the hospital unscheduled and was basically on his last legs dying. Okay? This was complete misinformation, but all the major news outlets picked it up for some reason. So for a good 2-3 hours the other day, it was 2 days ago, everyone was like, oh my god, Ric Flair's on his deathbed, he's gonna pass away, he's gonna die. And it was a complete falsity. It was nonsense. Okay? Now, what ended up happening was, one or two of those dummy accounts that try to parody what WWE does did put out tweets saying, oh, Ric Flair passed away. And people believed it because they didn't realize that they were actually the silly, the parody accounts. They thought they were the real ones. So there was a group of people on the internet all spreading the rumor that Ric Flair had died, when in reality he's still very much with us. All right, so I wish Rick a speedy recovery from whatever the hell procedure it was he had done. It's really no one's business. He obviously didn't have any plans of having drama or whatever around this, and it's kind of stupid that these dumb dirt rags make shit up when it's a slow news day. Incidentally, that same day, Ashley Massaro, a former WWE superstar, did pass away. And she was very young, only 39 years old, and that's very unfortunate. And that news eventually did get picked up. And it's funny because when you started seeing that story all over the internet, the Ric Flair is dead stories disappeared. So it's funny how that happens, right? Okay, hold on a second. Everyone got to blow my nose again. Okay, everybody. Jesus. I really hope I stop sneezing, because that's the problem, is my nose keeps tickling me, and every time I have to blow my nose again, it's, like, really annoying. Plus, I'm starting to run low on tissues. I went and bought more yesterday, so I do have more if I need them, but this cold sucks. Alright, guys. So, that is it for the shout-outs for now, at least. So, again, I want to say thanks to Golden Nobles for the top cheer of the day. I also want to say thank you to Godzilla for the top tip of the day. And I want to go ahead and say thank you to the top cheerers of the week, which we have a rundown here that I want to go through. Thank you to the top cheerers of the week. Tied for, in 10th place, we've got Timbo Slice. In 9th place, we've got Infinite 55. In 8th place, Insomniatic Meat. In 7th place, Golden Nobles. 6th place goes to Mr. Papavera. And he's actually tied with Dankest Dave, so technically it's not 6th place, it's a tie for 5th between Dankest Dave and Mr. Papavera. 4th place is Golden Colts. 3rd place, Big Boy Abides. 2nd place, Vote Democrat. And Egg Gangster in 1st place. Thank you, Egg Gangster, for the cheering this week, okay? Wow, Hank Duma just tipped me $17.01. I don't know what the significance of the 1 cent is, but he says, you finished Rage 1 only using the wing sticks and didn't have to use the BFG at all. I guess they've nerfed these with the game. They're really OP there. Enjoying the playthrough a lot. Have fun. Yeah, I think I remember Rage 1 had some big issues, and I liked the game, but like I said, it just seemed like it was too linear, and also it was too easy. I remember that for a fact. And you're right, I think I remember just using the wing stick like crazy and killing everything with it. So, thank you for the $17 tip, Hank. That gets you up on the leaderboard as the top tipper of the day. Thank you very much. And when Hank was tipping, Vote Democrat did a 300-bit cheer. And said, me number 1, Ree. Well, Vote Democrat indeed, first of all, he's number 1 cheer of the day, and he's the number 1 cheer of the week now. So, thank you, Vote Democrat, for the support. I appreciate that. And, alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for pre-stream finally. Thank you for being patient. Got all caught up on everything. And it's now time to begin with Rage 2, today's session. I took out 2 turrets last time we played. So we'll see what else I'm going to do today. I'm not sure. Alright, thank you, and let us begin with Rage 2. Alright.